Hello and welcome to Take the Fear Out of the Gear with me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And me, Jason Bangers.
And we've got a really exciting update for you this time. You know that pallet we showed you, full of these boxes, full of these UBXADs. Well, Jay.
They're real, they're alive and they're here. Have a little look at this. As you saw on the intro, they are real. So, I mean, why are we saying this? Because so many people said it ain't going to happen, it's never going to happen. Well, that has happened. It's exciting news, dude.
Yeah, Behringer released their sort of demo video, and it does sound it. I didn't dismiss the UBXA because it's a classic, but
well, let me just stop you there.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. I'll run the video underneath for you so you can see it whilst we're chatting.
oh, awesome.
Good one. Carry on, Mr. Chumley.
So yeah, the UBXA-D stands for desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Price-wise, well, you can apparently pre-order them already. In the UK, they're £699, and so they're only £200 cheaper than the keyboard version.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, the desktops are made so because they're such a big keyboard, aren't they? Apparently bigger than the average keyboard.
Yeah, but if you have got a polyphonic aftertouch keyboard in your main setup, then you will only need the desktop. But if you haven't got a polyphonic aftertouch keyboard, it may be worth the extra £200 just to have that, so you can use it with that, your Hydra desktop modules, that kind of stuff.
The trouble is with desktop is how do you get that aftertouch and that polyphonic aftertouch stuff and all the lovely stuff? It's a bit like the
Hydra synths, yeah.
Right. So if you buy the desktop version of that and you want to play with keys, well, you've got to get that right somehow, and I guess you'd need a special MIDI controller that will do all of that. But I guess if you've got
the say if you got a Hydra synth for the polyphonic aftertouch, that will be compatible with the.
We think we don't know 100%.
It
but
will be.
we think
It will be, yeah, because it will give you a polyphonic aftertouch and your MIDI polyphonic expression. It's called.
Yeah, and you saw the video rolling underneath. Sorry, we've had to talk all over it just for copyright reasons, because obviously it's not our video. It belongs to Behringer.
So you got, just to surmise, you got 16 voices, 512 preset memories you can use to store your own sounds. Apparently they supply rack mount, so if you want to put it in a rack, you can. And then just quickly, yeah, dual VCAs, you got oscillator sync, you got a 12 or 24 dB analog filter, and obviously this is, as we said to you before in the other news ones, powered by the recreations of the 3440 and 3320 chips.
Yeah.
Produced by Cool Audio in Behringer's factory. So
yeah, they that's why we said ages ago they made a smart move.
They did.
Getting hold of those chips, man.
You got two ADSRs, dual LFOs, stereo VCAs. You've got a mod matrix, and it's multi-timbral, which is
awesome.
Which is really cool.
And it sounds fantastic.
And yeah, possibilities on that one are limitless. And I think in the UK they're talking about 3 months if you pre-order until one drops.
So if you haven't heard it or seen that video in all its glory without us talking over it, just go onto the Behringer website and you'll be able to watch it and hear it properly.
And then the next exciting piece of news is, we've talked about the MS5 before, but apparently a load of tribe members have said they've got them.
Yes.
So they have arrived. So if they're in stock, order one and treat yourself, because they're just an awesome piece of kit.
Yeah, and we're doing Behringer again because we were just going to shoot some normal movies today, and so I said there's more news, so we've got to do another one.
But like last week, we did the Alesis SR18, so we're doing this alongside
the
Behringer stuff.
Yes, of course we are. Of course we are.
And if you've got any requests, just let us know.
Should we change our name to the Behringer Brothers?
That sounds like an old 90s video game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go off on a slight tangent because this is just interesting and it might be helpful to some people. Behringer brought out this thing called the FBQ 800. And you might say, what is it? Well, it's like a 9-band graphic equaliser but it's got this sort of built-in feedback warning
It's
system.
kind of old technology though, because I've seen this years ago, even by Behringer themselves. I think it had something years ago similar to this. But
if you're only just starting out with like your band and you're worried about feedback, this might be a nice little addition to your setup, because on the sliders it's got LEDs and these light up if it detects feedback. So if you're not sort of a seasoned sound engineer, you're just starting out and you need a little bit of help, this might be something for you, definitely.
yeah, I'm not going to say what I think about that idea, but there you go. It works. I know it works, but you're taking out a lot of frequency. If you're a good sound engineer, you wouldn't need it. All right, let's put it like that. I've never used anything like that in my life. I know how to set up a PA and not get feedback. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, me too. But if you had never done it before and you need some help,
Yeah, it could help.
This might be the thing for you, just to try to begin with.
And it would be cheap as well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, price. I've got a price. £55.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
So-
come on, it's worth it.
And then the next one, this is quite interesting. We have done a show on the original of this, the Korg Mini Pop 7, the Jean-Michel jar,
Chumley Jar. John Michael Jarham, as we say. Never forget old, forgotten her name now.
Ma something.
Ma Crosby,
Yeah,
bless her heart, may she rest in peace.
And if you want to know about that, you'll have to watch our video on on that drum machine.
John Michael Jarham.
But we'll flash up a picture, because they've started taking it apart, and they've got the engineers looking into it and seeing how to clone that. So comments on that if you wanted to make that.
Comments on the new light as well. We're trying out new stuff. We know we need lighting on us, and we're trying out new light. Don't know if it's good or not. We'll find out in the editing.
Right, and we should have said we should have said this earlier, because all the excitement of the UBXAD. Right, yeah. We talked about the Elka Synthex, which was like a massive, iconic synth.
Yeah.
Now, and we talked about Behringer recreating it, and we showed you some pictures of like the prototype boards, and they were doing.
There's a very hack up. There weren't nothing to look at, really, was there?
No, but now we've got pictures from Behringer of the actual keyboard.
There, you're looking at it. How cool is that?
Yeah, so we'll flash them all up. There's 3 or 4, and if you know about Jay's got one, the Behringer vocoder. I think it's in the same. They're thinking about putting it in the same case as the vocoder.
Don't blame them, because that's a tried and tested and tank-proof unit.
And it's a heavy unit. So
the VC 340, I think.
and apparently they've got a whole squad of Italian engineers, seasoned engineers, because obviously the Elka was made in Italy originally. So yeah, team of R&D engineers sorting this out. It's maybe a little while, but at least they've got a prototype. That's looking good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's better than Stylophone, but they're bloody theremin.
Yeah, no news on that yet. And then we're going to leave it with something, just something to think about, really. A lot of the tribe members come up with ideas.
This is just an idea in theory, right? But I think it's a bloody good one.
It's a nice idea. So we'll flash up the picture, and you can see. So what it is, this member said, can you have a master keyboard, and then can you have a couple of slots in it where you can put in your Behringer synths?
So you're seeing 2 modules in this picture that you're looking at now, but imagine taking them modules out and that being empty. That's what you would get, and then you add your own modules into it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So obviously you can take the modules out and put them in a Euro rack. So I suppose if that space was Euro rack compatible, you could probably just drop in what you wanted to with your master keyboard. That'd be awesome.
If you're in a couple of different bands as a keyboard player or a synth player,
yeah,
and then maybe you're going to need the Wasp and the Crave or something, I don't know whether they're the right size, and then you might be playing in a rock band next week and you need something totally different. That would be great, wouldn't it?
I think it's a good idea. So yeah, answers in the comments. Do you think it's a good idea?
So it's kind of a caddy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that right? That's a caddy.
It would be a caddy, but a very cool caddy.
Brilliant idea, I think.
So there you go. There's this week's roundup of all the Behringer news and what's coming and what you can get hold of.
Goody gumdrops, early.
Uli.
Yeah, Uli. Cheers,
I think
Uli.
it's Uli. Yeah, we've had various comments from all the subscribers saying
we can't pronounce it. Oh, I can't.
How to pronounce it. Well, we love you, Uli, and we'll keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah. So thanks again for tuning in. Blimey, the amount of views we've had on this Behringer stuff. So it's no wonder why we're carrying on doing it. We've got to, haven't we? We've got to make honey whilst the sun shines. And whilst Behringer are introducing this new gear, we're going to just keep slamming it down your throat, haven't we, boy?
Well, it's interesting stuff.
It is interesting.
You know, it saves you having to research it yourself and go for all the Facebook pages and everything else. Yeah, definitely. We're making it easy for you. Taking the fear out of the gear.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. That is why this channel is called Take the Fear Out of the Gear. It's so we take the fear out of the gear so you don't have to worry about it when you get it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tubers and groovers, thanks for tuning in. We love you so much, and thanks for hitting that subscribe button. You've been brilliant, all of you. We're really creeping up now, and we're so happy. We really are. It's great to be back, and we'll see you again on the next one. From me, Jason Bangers, it's ciao for now.
And it's from me, and it's from, oh, hello. Forgot my name. So it's goodbye from me, Mr. Chumley Warner. There you go.
See you on the next one, guys. Take care of yourselves. We're out of here. Ciao.